China happens to be one of the leading countries in terms of production, and then Alibaba happens to be an e-commerce website that connects suppliers and buyers. So people from all over the world go to China to purchase their item, but then you don't have to go to China to purchase your item. You can simply do that on your mobile phone. So basically, Alibaba is an e-commerce website where you can get literally anything you want to purchase. This is an upgraded video of me that I'm going to be putting you through on how to source your goods from Alibaba from verified suppliers. So basically, you can choose to go to their website www.alibaba.com, or you can download the app on your Play Store or on your Apple Store. So once you download the app, you go to the search button. So what you want to do, you want to filter and look for verified suppliers and look for companies that have been in existence for up to 4 years or 5 years depending. Go to the search button and search for what you want. So for here we're going to be searching for velvet bag, simply because I purchased a velvet bag from Alibaba before and this is how it looks. I got over 100 pieces of that bag from Alibaba. So when you search for velvet bag, different links are going to pop up. Then you're going to filter to verified suppliers. Verified suppliers are simply people who are verified by Alibaba, and Alibaba trusts them to sell to people, and they have trade assurance, which is really important. Just you look for the ones that have good reviews, as I've said, good reviews, companies that have been in existence for up to 4 or 5 years, and look for verified suppliers. When you're sure that this vendor is verified, this supplier is verified, this supplier is legit, you want to contact them. But you can contact 4 or 5 at the same time, and then you just draft out a message telling them the number you want, the quantity you want, and also the size, and letting them know how many you want to purchase. Let's say for this bag, you can choose any size you want, and then letting them know that okay, I want to purchase it. Just draft out a message for them and send to them individually. Just copy and paste to all of them. So either to 4 or 5 suppliers, so you don't depend on one in case one doesn't suit you or you don't really see what you like. So you can actually go to their profile, go to their catalog and see if they actually have what you want. Time zones. Our time zone is different for people in Nigeria. When it's 6 a.m. here in Nigeria, it's 1 p.m. over there in China. So basically, you want to be awake during the night time. When I was sourcing my goods, I was awake most of the night time sourcing my goods because I want instant reply. So you can choose to be awake at night time and contact them, and then they'll reply you immediately, or you can just send them a text. And sometimes when you text them, you see that they're probably asleep or something. That's because of we have different time zones. Minimum order quantity. So on Alibaba, Alibaba is a wholesale platform. They sell mostly in large quantity. While AliExpress is for retail, like you can buy one item from AliExpress, Alibaba you can buy in large quantity. So on Alibaba, the higher you buy, the lesser the price. So if you're buying 1,000 of this pen, it's going to be cheaper than buying 100 of this pen. So MOQ is minimum order quantity. In case you see something like MOQ, it actually means the minimum quantity that they can sell to you. So they can't sell anything less. If you see their MOQ is 100, that is the minimum amount they can sell to you is 100. They can't do anything less than 100. That's because most of them have like large machines and large engines. I once asked one of the vendor like if she can do less quantity for me. She was like that their machines is really big, and them doing small would actually cost them a lot, and I'll have to pay more if I'm doing a lesser quantity. Or you buy, the less expensive it is and the cheaper it is. When you're done negotiating prices with them, just let them know your budget, let them know okay, this is what I have. That's why I suggest you contact multiple suppliers. So just tell them what you want, tell them you're backing, and some of them are really nice and they would all actually want to sell to you. So manufacturers, and they're also vendors. Vendors will go and source the goods for you and tell you okay, we have this, but the manufacturers are those who actually produce the goods themselves, so their prices are usually cheaper, but their MOQ is usually high for manufacturers. So when you're done negotiating price with them and you get your best bet, go ahead with the payment. So for the payments, here in Nigeria we have a restriction actually, and most banks their maximum amount limit is $20. I think the Zenith UBA $20. then First Bank $50, then Wema Bank 0 when you're using your Naira debit card. But then you can open a dollar account that will enable you to make payment, and you can transfer at maximum of $2,000. So that's actually favorable. You can just go to any bank and open a dollar account. But then the setback here is that actually black market rate, which will be really high. So you can actually use a procurement agent, or you can use an alipay account to make your payment. When you're done telling your vendor what you actually want to buy, they're going to draft an order and send you an invoice. So on that invoice, that we're going to fill in your location, fill in your address, your email, and we're actually going to make payment. So make sure that on that invoice there's trade assurance. The trade assurance is actually telling you that when you pay to your supplier, Alibaba take the money, and then when you receive your goods, Alibaba pays it to the vendor. It's just like a third party something, and you don't pay directly to the vendor in case of anything happen. Just like Alibaba is trusting on that company to deliver, so they're a third party agent. So when you don't get your goods, you can actually ask for refund, and your money will be sent back to you. So when you're done with the payment, your vendor is going to tell you how long it will take for him or her to process your goods and get it shipped over to your location. So depending if you're going to use their shipper, whether they use DHL, FedEx, UPS, or any shipping company that they want to use. If you're doing it for commercial, I would advise to use another source of shipping. Other shipping companies actually ship to Africa and ship to Nigeria, but then due to the exchange rate, actually the charges have been, but like the charges are coming up a bit high compared to when I last purchased. So I think some of them charge $10 per kg now, depending. So there are so many shipping companies that you can actually use to source your goods. I don't personally like recommend. I just tell you the one I've used, and if you want to use them, it's fine. So you get someone who is going to ship your products or your goods for you to wherever you want. If you want your goods to be shipped directly to your house, or to a place where you go pick up, that is fine. So you ask your vendors for your tracking number so you can track your goods till they get to your destination. And then you can also decide to purchase samples in case you want to buy in large quantity. You can choose to just purchase one item, a sample, and get it shipped to where you are, just to see the quality and just to see if it's something that you want to really invest in. But that actually costs a lot because you're actually getting one of that item. And then mind you, the Alibaba is basically for manufacturers, people that produce in large quantities. So I have good news for you. I've put together an ebook where actually put together how to start up a business, the guidelines, business checklist, business plan, and everything compiled together. The link is going to be down below in case you're interested to get it, and it's really affordable. And it happens to be my first ebook, and I'm really excited to putting that together. So, in case you have any question, you have any suggestion for the payment method, especially here in Nigeria, if you have any opinion or any suggestion for people to pay um, for a better method of payment, please let us know in the comment section down below. Why people actually go to other parts of the country to source goods is because you can get varieties and you can get them at a cheaper rate. But then the exchange rate and the dollar increase is really affecting us here in this part of the world, in Nigeria, and it has really become a problem to us. But nevertheless, I think people just want to buy things from Alibaba. Not that you can't source your goods locally; you can actually source them locally. I think why I actually went over to Alibaba to buy my goods was because of the fact that I can get varieties of things, and I can actually like choose from multiple, and I can get them in large quantities, and I can actually customize them. But I think that you can actually get some of these things locally. Some people have their reason. I don't know your reason for wanting to source your goods from Alibaba, but nevertheless, I hope that you find this video useful. Let me know video suggestions you want me to film down in the description below. And sis, I got you. And I'm seeing all your comments, and thank you for subscribing. And in case you're yet to subscribe, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. The link is going to be down below. So thank you very much for watching, and do have an amazing day. Can you focus on